This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
You want to know why? There's many reasons why to believe in Mike McDaniel. But let me tell you why I believe in him, that this isn't a Gase and this isn't a Sperano and this isn't, any kind of situation that we've had in the past. This guy takes over in his first year, and his first year, no one believes in his QB. In his first year, in his first week, people are laughing at him that he believes in his QB. In fact, they also said, wait a minute, nobody else wanted Mike McDaniel. Wow, so the Dolphins hired a guy that nobody else wanted. By the way, throughout all that time in the offseason, you know what I said? I said, it's obvious that this coaching is going to work because people hate it. Because we were always excited about all the other coaches. This is one like, oh, he looks like a geek. Oh, nobody wanted the guy. He's the only guy that would take the job to coach Tua. Right? So this is the kind of shit he has to deal with when he gets here. Then his top cornerback doesn't show up. Well, his second cornerback, but, Byron Jones. Guy's out for the year pretty much. He's been out for the whole year. Got to overcome that. Got to overcome Nick Needham. Got to overcome Trill Williams. Got to overcome Brandon Jones. The injuries just pile up. You just lost Ogba. Austin Jackson's been out for 10 weeks with an ankle injury. Liam Eichenberg, gone for the year. Maybe it's not a loss. Maybe it's depth, whatever. But still, it's another player that you're losing. And it's just one after another, after another, after another. It just does not stop. Then you've got your owners embarrassing your team, trying to make a move for another quarterback, and you've got that whole mess, and he's got to answer those questions and all that stuff, and it cost you a first and a third round. Not this year, it'll be next year, but it's part of the distractions. And then you had the Flow fans. I didn't forget about you folks out there. You folks out there. How many of you out there that said, oh, the Dolphins are going to regret firing Brian Flores? Brian Flores was a good coach. That's why the Dolphins are losers. They stuck with Tua and fired Brian Flores. Chase Edmonds can't figure out the offense. Got to overcome that there's no running game. I mean, this man has had adversity after adversity. His starting quarterback goes out for 3 weeks. Then his backup goes out on the first play, filling in for his starting quarterback the following week. And you've got to play your third quarterback. And guess what? His third quarterback looked pretty prepared when he had to, when he gave him a week of preparation, all of that. This is why I feel good about this guy. Every shorthanded deck of cards you hand him, he gives you back an ace. It's amazing. And guys love him. They're playing hard for him. And he's got a mind that we cannot say it's just an average NFL mind. He's fooling the people that are at his level. His competition can't figure out what he's doing. To me, that's what's kind of stood out about a lot of this with Mike McDaniel. That when I start looking back at all the other coaches that you've had here, and it's like, yeah, I was fooled by this. I was fooled by that. This guy, Philbin or Cam Cameron, they were disasters from the get-go, whatever. This guy has not looked like a disaster at any point. At no point has the moment looked too big for Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel is the real thing. And to me, that's the part I love, that as a football coach, as a human being, as a developer of talent, As a mastermind, the guy fills all the checkbox. Now, is it what you're used to, what I'm used to? The curmudgeon coach and no, it's a different kind of coach. He carries a backpack to work. He dresses stylish. He knows his 90s rap really well. It's a different kind of coach. And guess what? Human beings are different now. When I grew up and growing up 20, 30, 40 years ago, we were treated a lot different because society was different. And now human beings are different. And you've got to adjust with that. Same parents can't be the same parents in the 70s and the 80s that are now. Those parents might get arrested, might get their kids taken away from them. Why? Because things have changed. And Mike McDaniel is the kind of guy that is the kind of guy for these changes and these kind of players. Exceptional job by Mike McDaniel, handling everything out there. Very impressed.